Hi, this is Mark again, and today we return to a mystery that has unsettled investigators, haunted her family, and captivated the internet for nearly 2 decades. The story of Maura Murray, the girl who vanished after a minor crash and left behind a silence no one has ever been able to explain. If you think you've already heard everything about this case, think again, because beneath the surface of what seems like a simple disappearance, there's something far more complex, far more chilling, and far more human waiting to be uncovered. In the previous episode, we followed Maura's strange and sudden departure, the quiet withdrawal of almost all her money, a misleading email to her professors about a made-up family emergency, a stop at a liquor store where she bought wine and snacks, and then her car, an old Saturn, found lightly crashed on a cold, remote road in New Hampshire. The engine still warm, the lights turned off, and Maura nowhere in sight. But to understand what really happened that night, to grasp why a promising student would walk away from everything she knew, and why she never came back, we have to go even further back, into the days before she disappeared, into the whispers, the warning signs, and the final choices that brought her to that lonely road. In the days before Maura disappeared, something unsettling happened. She had broken down in tears at her job at the university. Her supervisor said she was unresponsive, distant, like she was in another world. When asked what was wrong, Maura only said, "My sister." But later, her sister confessed they hadn't spoken recently. So what did she mean? Then, there was a mysterious phone call Maura received that same night, traced to a number from outside campus. No one knows who was on the line. After the call, she was visibly shaken. Was it bad news? A threat? A trigger? The next morning, she started researching directions to places in Vermont and New Hampshire. Lodges, cabins, quiet remote areas. She even checked MapQuest for driving distances. Why? Some believe she was planning a short getaway. Others think she was running. Before leaving campus, Maura did something unusual. She packed up most of her belongings in their dorm room, clothes, toiletries, textbooks, and neatly arranged them in boxes. On top of the boxes, she left a printed email to her boyfriend, almost like a farewell. And then she locked the door behind her. This wasn't just a road trip. This looked like closure. Some say that points to suicide. Others say it was a reset, that she was planning to start fresh somewhere far away. But if so, why not tell anyone? And why the rush? Over the years, investigators and internet sleuths have pored over every detail, and theories have grown like weeds. Some believe Maura staged her own vanishing. The email to her professors? A lie. The packed car, the alcohol, the sudden trip, all part of a plan to escape pressure from school, family, and her past mistakes. Maybe she wanted a break, a new life, a clean slate. Some claim she boarded a bus after the crash, that someone helped her get away, that she crossed into Canada, started over. There's even been sightings, a woman in a bar in Quebec, someone matching her description in a remote town in Maine. But none of these leads ever panned out. Not one was confirmed to be Maura. And if she planned a disappearance, why leave everything behind? Others say she was abducted, that someone saw her alone, stranded on a dark road, and took advantage. That red pickup truck? Multiple witnesses said it was seen circling the area the night Maura vanished. It was never identified. Could she have gotten into it, willingly or not? Some believe she might have been chased into the woods, that someone was already following her. And when she stepped out of the car, they were waiting. But there were no drag marks, no footprints in the snow, no blood, no screams reported. Still, people vanish in less obvious ways. Another theory is that Maura wandered into the woods disoriented, possibly drunk or injured from the crash, maybe trying to hide from the police because of the alcohol, and in the freezing night, succumbed to the elements. The area was searched again and again, but no body, no bones, no clothing ever surfaced. Could she really have gone so far in such a short time, leaving no trace? Years later, cadaver dogs hit on something in a house near the crash site. Specifically, the basement. It was just 100 yards from where her car had been found, and the scent was consistent with human remains. But the house had changed hands multiple times. and the new owners refused to let investigators tear up the concrete floor. The police never got a warrant, and nothing came of it. Fred, Maura's father, was devastated. He was sure that was the place. But again, no evidence, just more silence. Maura's disappearance shattered her family. Her father became obsessed. Her sister, overwhelmed with guilt. Her boyfriend, emotionally wrecked. They each had their own version of Maura, but none of them had the ending. They organized search parties, hired private detectives, appeared on national TV shows, year after year. And every February, Fred returned to that road. Same trees, same snow, same unanswered question. The internet never let Maura's case go. Entire forums are dedicated to her story. Thousands of posts dissect every frame, every theory, every timeline. People claim to know what happened. Some even confessed, falsely, to being involved. But no confession stuck. No one ever proved anything. Just data, just guesses, just more people haunted by a stranger they never met. There's one last thing, a chilling pattern that some researchers have pointed out. Maura isn't the only person to have vanished in that area of New Hampshire. In the years following her disappearance, several other young people, mostly women, went missing along the same stretch of road or nearby. Coincidence? Or is there a predator out there, hiding in plain sight? A theory some investigators haven't ruled out. But again, no link was ever confirmed. So where does that leave us? Maura Murray, 21, nursing student, vanished after a minor crash and was never seen again. No confirmed sighting, no digital footprint, no body. Just an engine idling on a cold road and a lifetime of questions. We still don't know if Maura ran away, fell victim to foul play, or simply lost her way in the woods. But this is what we do know. Something was wrong. She was troubled, hiding something, maybe running from it. Or maybe she thought she was heading toward peace and met something. And in that quiet space, between the last moment she was seen and the second the officer arrived, something irreversible happened. The case is still open. Her family still waits. Her name still echoes through forums, podcasts, and candlelit vigils. Maybe the answer is out there. Maybe someone knows something. And maybe, someday, Maura will come home. Until then, she remains one of the internet's deepest mysteries, a whisper in the snow, a shadow that disappeared just out of reach. Thanks for watching. If this story gave you chills or made you think, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know what you believe happened that night. Because sometimes the smallest detail can uncover the darkest secret. See you in the next mystery.